Folks, it feels good to be sitting back in front of the camera. It's been so long since I've had a chance to do so, and there's a lot that I want to share with you guys in this video. Some major updates and a lot of things that I just want to tell you guys about. First, I want to start by saying I apologize. This last week here on After Prison Show, or the week that just passed, we definitely slacked off in the video department a little bit, and I do apologize for that. I can't apologize enough for that. I just had a lot that I was dealing with in regards to the cleaning service, and I'm going to share a little bit with you guys about that, some updates in that department as well, but I'm definitely not trying to spend too much time on that. One thing that I also want to say real quick is I apologize as well for my haircut. Special shout out to my barber though, but I do feel like I'm looking a lot like Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump this morning, or a state trooper. And looking like the police are being viewed as a cop is something that I never want to do. Ironically enough, the police have quite a bit to do with what I want to share with you guys, especially in regards to the fact that I think I'm going crazy. And I've also become increasingly paranoid. And folks, I want your honest opinion of what I'm getting ready to share with you guys. Please let me know if one, you think that I am going crazy, or two, I'm just paranoid and delusional. But ever since I shared with you guys, I think it was 2 weeks ago, the fact that I might be going to jail, stemming from the altercation that I had with some residents who live where I live, intimidating and also threatening my wife, and them wanting to press charges on me. And I don't think that they ever did that because I never did get arrested, but I did end up having quite a bit of an interaction with the police during that situation. And when I first addressed that in a video, I gave a lot of kudos and shout outs and special thank yous to the police. However, when I learned the full story from my wife and gave you guys the updates, I pretty much recanted all of those kudos, shout outs, and special thank yous, basically saying, what exactly is your job as the police if you guys weren't going to do anything in that situation except be rude and also kind of intimidating to not only my wife, but also to me as well? Well, ever since I made that update video, I've been noticing quite a bit more police presence around where I'm at, and it almost has me feeling like they're watching my every single move. And I want to share a little bit more about this with you guys so that I can further give you the full story and let you be the judge of whether I'm delusional, crazy, or if I'm actually right about all of this. And you know, all of this really makes me wonder, have I created like a beef with the police department? God, I hope not, because that's a gang that I ain't never trying to go up against. Throughout this past week, I definitely noticed quite a bit more police around where I was at, whether I'm driving and they're behind me, beside me, or whether they're anywhere near where I am. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm just noticing them more ever since this whole situation took place in the first place, or maybe it's something else entirely. But all of this would really begin last week while doing things for the house and having to get all sorts of things for the house, and while we were at Home Depot. And I shared a little bit about this in yesterday's video with you guys when we saw the police who were walking through the store. But when we first pulled into the parking lot, there was a cop who was already sitting in there. So that didn't really strike me too peculiar. While we were in the store, we saw two cops who were walking through the store back to the bathroom area, probably getting ready to carry out Operation DeWalt Tool Barcode Scratch Off Takedown. Because, you know, I imagine quite a few people be stealing things from Home Depot. And in that situation, the police weren't messing with me. Again, they were probably getting ready for Operation DeWalt Tool Barcode Scratch Off Takedown. So that had nothing to do with me because we weren't in there stealing the tools. I promise. But it would be just yesterday where me and my wife went back to Home Depot, and when we pulled into the parking lot, there were no cops in there. However, when I was coming out of the store, not only was there a cop sitting in the parking lot, my truck was right here. This cop was literally like right here. In the next aisle over, directly pointed right at my truck. So as I'm walking to my vehicle, unlocking it, getting inside of it, I'm looking at this cop car. Now it's raining outside and I can't really see him inside of the car, but I feel like this guy is just watching me. Only me. Why else would you be parked in this parking lot right next to my truck? Maybe they were still continuing with Operation DeWalt Tool Barcode Scratch Off Takedown. Or maybe it was something a lot more sinister. And what exactly could be a lot more sinister? Those police, they were there in that parking lot watching moi, yours truly, Old Joe from After Prison Show, who just made a video a week prior basically calling out the police department. That probably wasn't a good idea. And you know, to further add to the situation, and what would probably end up not really making things any better for me, is when I got in my vehicle, I usually have to wear glasses when I'm driving at nighttime, and especially when it's raining outside. Sometimes I really need my glasses. Well, I had my glasses in the vehicle, but I couldn't find them. So I'm sitting there as soon as I get inside the vehicle, digging all around the truck. Police is sitting over there. Cop car right there. I'm sure that cop who was sitting there probably watching me, or maybe he wasn't, was thinking to himself, look at him. We got him shook now, Bob. Hey, Bob, we got him. He's probably putting away all sorts of things he know he ain't supposed to have up in that vehicle. Should I take him down right now? Forget the entire DeWalt tool operation barcode takedown. Let's go get this guy right now. Hold off? You telling me to hold off? He's digging around his vehicle. You telling me to hold off? 10-4. You're lucky. We're coming to get you. We are coming to get you. Crazy enough, I ended up losing my glasses yesterday. I don't know where they were. All that digging around in the vehicle probably just made me look that much more suspicious, but I've lost them. And I would end up just leaving and that cop would just continue to sit there. Now, I know a lot of you are probably hearing this thing, Joe, you are definitely deranged. You're definitely crazy. You're definitely paranoid. What drugs are you on? Didn't we just do an After Prison Show P-Test challenge? We probably need to do that again. I'll do that. I will. I'm clean. But I am paranoid and possibly crazy. But please let me go ahead and further add to this entire situation. When I was driving down my street, I'm on my way home. In the cul-de-sac at the very end, the dead end, there were two police who were sitting down there. And there is the possibility that they were just sitting down there trying to catch people speeding. In fact, when I first moved in here, I got pulled over for speeding. So there is that possibility. Or there's the alternative. And that is that these police, these local police, are following me and also watching me. And just waiting to make their move. And I know I'm saying this kind of like sarcastically, but I can't be any more serious about this. I mean, this really does got me somewhat shook. Not all the way shook because I'm doing nothing wrong. And if they do try to pull up on me and pull me over and try to mess with me and harass me, oh, I'm gonna be pulling that phone out World Star all day. Hey, what you pull me over for? I didn't do nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Why are you messing with me? Why are you messing with me? I'm okay to film. It's the Freedom of Information, World Star. The Freedom of Information Act, World Star. You got no right to be pulling me. What you taking me out the car for? What you take? So yeah, there's all that's been going on. But that's not everything. Moving on. Let's talk about something a lot more positive. Something really awesome that happened this past weekend. I want to give a very special shout out to everybody who's been rocking with After Prison Show. And it was just on this past Saturday where we just reached another major milestone. Folks, we just hit 1.2 million subscribers. And the way I see it, it's not going to be long before we hit 10 million. Actually, the way things have been going right now, by the time we hit 10 million, they'll probably have found life on other planets. That was a joke and I hope it landed. Probably didn't though, it was probably cringe AF. But regardless, again, thank you all for rocking with After Prison Show and helping us to reach this major milestone. I cannot emphasize to you guys enough just how bad I feel because of how much slacking it probably seemed like we did last week. And for those of you who don't know, last week was probably one of the most hectic weeks of my life. And pretty much all of that stemmed from the After Prison Show cleaning company and the problems that we ran into starting last Tuesday. Folks, we did 21 units last week. Since Tuesday, since all of the problems began, since I lost a couple of cleaners. Now, I know in the video that we uploaded, I said that all of the cleaners quit. That wasn't necessarily the case. We would only end up having one person quit and then another person who I would end up having to fire, and I wouldn't end up firing this person until Saturday. And I want to share with you guys real quick what's been going on in relation to all of that. As you guys know, last Tuesday, I was pretty much left stranded with the cleaners who were bucking, saying that they weren't gonna go clean these 2 units that they were scheduled to clean. These cleaners were scheduled to clean these 2 units. We ended up making a video about it. Those units weren't even bad. Me and Rabbit got the first one done. Me, Rabbit, and my wife, we got the second one done. It only took us like 3 hours to do these 2 units. That's how not bad they were. Well, since Tuesday night, Wednesday, I would end up having to start interviewing people, and Joe is not a very good interviewer. I know I'm probably not a very good boss. I know a lot of people say, Joe, you must be the worst boss in the world if all of your cleaners quit. And right now I'm trying to clean up all of that because you know what? I do fancy myself and try to be a decent boss, a caring boss, an understanding boss, a boss who's trying to help the workers work smarter, not harder. And also understand that I know exactly what it's like to go out there and work hard because I've been doing it all last week, hence the fact that it seemed like we were probably slacking here on the videos. I would end up hiring 3 new people with the cleaning company. Shout out to all 3 of them. 2 of them are actually fans of After Prison Show, so that's really awesome. And these 3 folks would basically help me get through this entire week with also Rabbit and Dave's help and my help as well. The 6 of us total would knock out 21 units. That is a lot of cleaning, and for anybody who says that Joe ain't paying nothing and that's why all of the cleaners quit, let me tell you this as well. I've been paying these people who have been doing this work that is not all the time all that easy, top dollar. Top dollar so much to the point where I'm not making nothing or hardly nothing. And you know, if you're gonna start a business and run a business, one thing that you're gonna wanna try to do is make money. You know, the owner or the boss or whoever's in charge should be making the most money. Maybe that's how you're supposed to do a business. Well, in my world, with this cleaning business, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make sure that the workers are taken care of, and if I can see a profit from that, no matter how little it is, then that's a good thing. And I've yet to do that, so maybe I'm not that good of a boss. Maybe I need to go to like a business class or something. Isn't there like a book, How to Start Your Own Business for Dummies? Something like that? Long story short, folks, we survived the week, and it's this week where I'm hoping to get back on track and give you guys that good old classic After Prison Show content that you guys love and appreciate. It is my mission to be able to get back to that this week. And to be honest with you, it was really my mission to get back to that this past Friday. I had every intention of sitting right in this chair on Friday afternoon and clout chasing off of R. Kelly. What is R. Kelly gonna be like in prison, folks? I got so much to say in relation to his whole situation, and I hope I get a chance to address that this week. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna try to knock that out the park. So Friday was the day that I wanted to do that. I had every intention of doing it. We got the cleans knocked out. I was in the office. I was talking to some managers about what we were doing, what we got done. And I would end up meeting this regional manager who loves our company, who loves the work that we're doing, how professional and how on time we are with the work that we're providing. And this person would tell me that they have another property for me. I have now locked in the monopoly. If this was a monopoly board, I got Boardwalk, I got Park Place, and whatever else them blue, I think that's just Boardwalk and Park Place, the only dark blue expensive properties. But we locked in the monopoly on all of their properties. It's 3 of them total. And with the fact that I just got this new one, I had to go out there on Friday afternoon when I had every intention of sitting in this chair filming about R. Kelly and meeting with this new property and basically locking that in and also having to put together a bid for some big work that they might be wanting as well. And guess what? I did the bid. I did that first thing this morning. I'm getting a little bit better at this bidding work thing. I wouldn't get a chance to get to the video on Friday. Saturday, we had some units that needed to get cleaned, and Saturday was also a day when I had to fire somebody. And you know, I don't feel good saying that I had to fire somebody. Firing somebody is not a cool thing. Firing somebody sucks because you're taking away a job from somebody. And let me just say this. I have given this person so many chances. This person was one of the people who left me stranded on Tuesday. Gave them another chance after that, where I had already given them umpteen chances leading up to Tuesday. Friday rolls around, this person wants to do 2 units. They don't even get 1 done by Saturday. And by Saturday, they're texting me saying, hey, look, I'm not gonna go do the other unit, and I'm not gonna finish this first unit when I told you that I wanted to clean 2 units. What kind of sense does that make? So Saturday, I would have to scramble getting 2 additional units done that were supposed to be done on Friday. They would end up getting done on Saturday and also Sunday. They would get done. But in the midst of me scrambling and trying to line up who can get these jobs done, I would have to fire this person. When they're texting me talking about you keep sending me to these sketchy locations, I don't understand how this place is sketchy when the rent is over $1,000 a month. And down here, if it's over $1,000 a month, you ain't in no sketchy location. They're also sending me pictures. Hey, this unit is super dirty. Look at this drawer. I'm seeing the picture. I get it. Yeah, you got to clean the drawer. But I also said, hey, Friday, the first thing that I did Friday morning was go look at all of those units that we had to do. And you didn't even get the worst one. I told this person that I had already seen the units. I knew what they had to do. They weren't that bad. Yes, they were bad, but they weren't the worst of the worst. They're dirty. You're a cleaner. Your job is to clean dirty units. I don't understand where the rocket science of that comes into this whole equation at. Saturday, I would find out that this person left me stranded for the umpteenth time. I tried to call them. They banged on me twice. And I would end up having to fire this person via a text message. And I just said, you're fired. You are unreliable, you let me down, you're fired. They would respond saying, okay, you can't fire me, I'm a subcontractor. Okay. I didn't entertain this any further. I just did what I had to do and also ensured that those units got done. It was a hectic week to say the least, but we survived it. We got through it, through quite a bit of ups and downs, and obstacles along the way. And it's now Monday, it's a new week, and I look forward to being back in the captain's chair, filming some good old classic After Prison Show content for all of you. I thank all of you again for being a part of After Prison Show. I thank all of you again for helping us to see 1.2 million subscribers. That's a lot of people who rock with this channel. And I am absolutely blessed and honored to be able to reach so many. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know exactly what you thought about it. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace! Well, let's go do some cleaning work.